Wow. Well, that update definitely did something good. Sound. Okay. And I'm on. Oh, I guess I'll just wait a little bit for others to show up. Well, I'm not going to be waiting on ceremony, guys.
Yes, Hawk is starting to work now, but we've got to meet before they reach this side of the city.
Cinco. Okay.
perfectly fine. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, we are rebuilding our Destined Rivals Finder very, very soon. Hold up now. Right there in the VIP section. Very cool. Hold on for a second. The preview edition app. The VIP room. Right about it. Right there. Oh, yeah, right. That's only certain VIP. That's something to play. Your VIP as well. Going into pack number 2 from Ace Hardware. So we got a hit in the first pack. Double rare. We'll see how lucky we can get with these hardware. Ace Hardware Pokemon cards. We got Ogerpon, Team Rocket Signal, Silver Ash. Going into what in the world is going on here? 2 for 2. We got another Electivire right there. Energy, what are the odds? Literally. Is there any mathematician watching right now? Because I don't even know the odds of that happening. The basketball, it's all division time fly by. Next number, yes, we will be building our Destined Rivals Finder. We're on the channel, so make sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. Here we go, 3 for 3 on the Electivires. You know, that's easy. Where we always do the negativity. To do it. Well, we want to have more, so we know. And a team of Rockets zapped up. Yeah, I did have a surgery last week. I don't have any restrictions right now. It's just kind of like whatever you want to do. I wish it was a little bit something like that. But we did kind of so yeah, it was not fun. But yes, that happened, and all better now. All good. Here. Yeah, I've been.
If you can comment, let me know who you are. And they're gone. Took long enough. Hey, how's it going? You think you're sick? Well, if it was Allison, I'd say I know you're sick, but are you ill? Sounds like flu. Either that or you went a little bit too hard at it. So Allison probably forgot it was Thursday again. She watches it later. She's going to be mad at me. And you know the funniest part about that? I don't care. Because I referenced her twice and made fun of her. Ah, damn it. A little bit more. Oh, that's nice to get that off.
right there. About the first line of number 7. Great save. Very close one. Work here. Going into. Thought that was a rare. And as we get to. Okay, so the team base there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's a good pull right there. And then last but not least, we have a team up. We're going to go into the last pack of Dustin Rival. So let's open this up right here. Oh, wow. Without even looking back there. There is that thing again. First up. Lefty. Lorena. And if you reverse hollow, Erica's Hospitality right there. I don't think I knew that wasn't for the binder, but I'm going to double check to see if we actually need that reverse hollow. This is the full reverse hollow inside of it. However, it's not full in the with it. Here's a rare. And the trainers being rares right there. All right, so we did pull a rare reverse hollow. Not bad at all right there. Let's put that one on the side. Here we go. So,
Oh, wow. That actually looks really good. Kind of looks like candy corn, but what the hell?
I'm a realtor, and the mom $2.
Oh, shut up.
If a man dedicates his life to good deeds and the welfare of others, he will die on planet. And remember, if he exercises his genius, bringing misery and death to billions, his name will echo down through the millennia for hundreds of lifetimes. Thankfully, there is not terrible trivial. Welcome to 52 Minutes. This video is about fakeness and crime. Masterpiece work, but it's not 100% yet, so there are. I'm going to take pages inspired by the stories from the Great Unenforced universe, also maybe alter the movie with my own interpretation. As a short introduction, Fables is a space movie. The Lord of Chaos, probably one of the baddest souls in the galaxy, his spokesman is Roman Lord, and he wears a human flesh suit draped across his shoulders. Says a lot about the person, yeah? I'm indeed a bit most things from Dave Fletcher. I've never been interested much in the lore of any game. I like the miniatures. It appears to be time to learn a little more. So I started a collaboration with my local friendly gamester, Alpha Spirit, who makes the story with the good people working. Start and Alpha Spirit are his favorites for just interesting pieces for the game's workshop universe. Interpretation, learn a few stories, and then display the nature in a cabinet of the script. I remember as a kid looking at all the pink-painted minis in the game stores or stand-level stores, and anything I can do to contribute to keep that original happiness was good. This time around, I look for Alpha's Toy, Fables 5. In the box, sparkling with another little mini extracting juicy graphics as a candy. Says a lot about the person there. But at first I decided to put the little minion on the same base as Fables. But I realized it would be tricky to get good symmetry going while coloring and touching some of the main character. And I realized I would not appreciate the sexually tuned apparatus attached to his backpack. So if Tim Burton had a favorite dentist, I I think the similar corrupt aspect is far more striking.
There she goes.
The only thing say I thought was where you could go see in this case.
What do you think, Effie?
Within public devices, since they're not worthy, so it kind of needs to step. But I can notice it. Then one thing, no, I was altering the back. Not like we didn't have a comment when the 3/4 old bowls. The left means it left over back.
Okay.
So I created a scene that tells a similar story with the accompanying imagery. By actually working on recalling space stories like it's galaxy space. In human skin, this really black. All right, small harvests sort of earth around him.
Take a look at that again.
Survive is a spectrum. Was a public thing. Simply put, genetic. Now convinced anti-metal. Now, I don't really know what level to serve the rather intricate space marine facts. I mean, my knowledge is basic, but maybe so is yours. So let's go for basic. The apothecary does not only take care of the well-being of the Marines, it also supervises the infantry. All Marines are physically and genetically altered. They have 19 implants that transform them into sort of superhumans. The apothecary deals with the working of these implants like we're making new Marines, as well as retrieving them from dead ones, to again make new ones.
Senko. I need to make sure I write that down.
The Space Marine gene pool, studying their plants as well as
This is Cricket Explorer 2, the next generation of our most popular smartphone. It's up to 2 times faster than the previous model. With Cricket Explorer 2,
Well, if everything goes well in the next couple of months, I might be able to print out the character and then you just paint it yourself. Yes, I know you're not going to be as good at it as I am, but that's beside the point. The truth is, I'm not that good. You don't have to be good at painting to be able to paint. All right. Only been on for a half hour, so I guess we can go ahead and start working on the wizard. Tell you what, Effie, you order the bodies on my thing by the 4-pack like I do, and I'll make you one just like that. She'll probably be better, though. I think you already invited you to that one.
Could be a kitchen sponge, for example. I dip it in rather diluted paint, get rid of the worst excess, then stamp it down from the miniature repeatedly, giving it the spectrum sort of warm. The same workflow goes into the flesh paint. Now the thing with the cloak is essentially a stitched cloak made with the skin of very created polyester, earning by the nickname Man Layer, apparently also forcing the skinless survivors to carry the garment.
Message me your Amazon, and I will invite you to the thing. The Ghost Division one.
Turned to chaos and not only help enhance the heretic emperor's children genetically, altering their brain chemistry to sharpen their senses, and connecting the pleasure centers more directly to the nervous system so that every stimulus, including killing other people, would bring them untold joy. He also cloned Horus, the ultimate traitor and bad guy, died. But Bio figured the world would be much more fun with the Horus in it.
Actually, here.
The same kind of mind would think, I should clone Jesus and make him do things for me. Ryan expensive, you go down.
That should do it right there.
All Space Marines need to harvest the ground thing from dying Marines to make normal. With new structure and Lamex and the region. Otherwise, chaos would slowly but surely lose wonders. This importance Bio uses to scheme and plan, with clone mutant or genetic experimental plans in absurd. Bio himself is affected by a virus.
It's the first one on the list, and I have absolutely no clue how to set it up so other people can buy it. I guess I'll have to set up a wish list or something. When I get the wish list set up, I'll send that link to you. I'll start adding that to this too. But it would be a very boring stream if I was just sitting there playing with that the whole time. Oh, we got a third person. Who's it? Oh, it's not Major Rush. I've got other things I need to work on beforehand. But if you want one, you pay for the figure, and I'll just take the other three as add-on. Basically, the payment for the shipping and I'll mail it to you. All right. So I've been having trouble figuring out what style of hair should the wizard have. Should he be a punk rocker? Should he be just some normal guy with long hair? Or should he have short hair? Should he be a hipster? Here we go with the mohawk again. Wait a second. Aha! Finally get this damn one used. No need to cut new off.
The Space Marine juice containers are not color orange because of any security problems. These are based on color scheme decisions. Bars also rooms like weapon with some kind of a mutation juice device. And that was I'm not sure what's going on here. Are these servitors harvesting something or are they squirting into something to make harvesting the foliage easier? Like in the I just want you to see what things like this is happening right now. So many layers of made up facts. All this supposedly works, the glands and that. And there will always be those that have read the board. So maybe if you're watching, you get what.
So the real question is, tall mohawk, short mohawk? Faux hawk? Mr. T mohawk? What do you think?
So if we don't have something like that, wanting to create the ultimate race, maybe in the image of oneself, this is often the case with people saying things like that, then I just can't make them right. Simple as that. They were making too much of the past real. Instead, I begin, focus on the stories, and then I'm painting a little Toy Story picture again, set, just scope in the future. Well, by the way, just a visual.
Happy. I'm letting you decide.
bit more about the Warhammer 40K in the next.
You're looking.
If you missed that one, you should be able to check out this game. So didn't really have that much. Thank you for that. Please like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to support your favorite creators if you can. As you can know, many of us can only keep these videos coming because of the kind support and patrons, for example. It's what keeps us going. So check out some patrons if you can. I hope to see you soon.
I'm a small business owner in a month. President Trump's tax code put thousands of dollars back into my family's pocket.
If I'm the PlayStation State of Play. That's semi-regular rich world where Sony dangles a bunch of new games in our faces like a cat toy, and then, I mean, if there's anything like anything else recently, you don't learn when it's going to actually happen. Mail, shipping, a lot of games. Not say bad words. Hi folks, it's back again. Day on Games. The top 10 real announcements from PlayStation State of Play. Starting off at number 10, Konami showed off Silent Hill F and has unveiled some gameplay. And although I made that release date joke in the intro, a release date. I mean, you can't blame me for that release date joke.
Oh, you're mean. You're mean.
Aesthetically, it marks a huge departure from anything I've seen in the Silent Hill series. I mean, yes, they've had color, but it's always been that sort of green dark version of anyhow. This is a very colorful looking game. Very pretty too, to be frank. I'll say, in terms of the gameplay, it looks a little more action oriented than you might expect. Although I kind of feel like the Silent Hill 2 remake did trend in that direction a little bit more. I mean, it's not like Devil May Cry or anything. It's certainly what looks like somebody who doesn't quite a whole lot, hitting some pretty demented looking monsters with stuff, pipes or spears. I don't know. I am definitely impressed that they managed to make something that looks a lot like Silent Hill, but looks very little like Silent Hill at the same time. Konami, especially in recent years, is not really known for subtlety or particularly on-point sensibilities or games. Just games. It looks pretty visceral, frankly, very pretty and super unsettling. I am very intrigued by Silent Hill F. It's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC September 25th.
Okay. Another horror movie franchise where the bad guy becomes the hero.
Moving on to number 9, it's Romeo is a Dead Man. Suda 51's time-traveling fever dream with, just a bunch of new crazy crap. So Suda 51's back, his signature brand of stylish chaos is back. It's called Romeo is a Dead Man this time around. It's an ultra-violent sci-fi action game developed by Grasshopper Manufacturing. It's going to release sometime next year. You are Romeo Stargazer, which is, by the way, a hell of a name, an FBI agent. Okay, so he narrowly escapes death thanks to a time paradox, and what I'm going to say is serious. A mysterious device implanted in his face by his grandfather. He is resurrected as a masked hero that is named Dead Man, and he hunts down space-time fugitives across multiple universes. Now, if you thought any of that stuff was heavy-handed, wait until you hear this. Romeo's mission intertwines with his own personal quest to find his missing girlfriend. Do you know who Romeo's missing girlfriend is? It's Juliet. Suda 51 is a freaking madman, okay? Completely eccentric. But how can you not at least want to see what the hell is going on? Again, this one's not coming until 2026. Man. Moving on to number 8, Pragmata returns. The long-lost space odyssey from Capcom. Years of radio silence. Broken by Capcom. Enigmatic sci-fi adventure Pragmata. Starting to resurface. This one was announced way back in 2020, and it becomes something of a myth. Fans kind of wondered if it had drifted into the void of development window, maybe the cancellation. But it is back now, and it's bringing some intriguing gameplay mechanics with it. It's set on a desolate lunar station. It follows the story of Hugh, this astronaut, and Diana, an android. The two form an unlikely partnership as they navigate this station. Really, what else are they going to do? They face off with rogue AI, blah, blah, blah. But it's one of these dual character games where you control both of them simultaneously. Hugh does the heavy lifting and jetpack assisted stuff for the combat and all that, whereas Diana does hacking powers and, the manipulating the environment type stuff. The trailer showed us a blend of action and strategy, and it's interesting. It demonstrates a kind of synergy that is required that you're going to have to basically pilot two people into. And Capcom doesn't mess around. They wouldn't blot this out of the oven for no reason, or let us peek into the oven. They did confirm a release window of 2026, so very, very possible we see this one. Should be super interesting to find out even really what it turns out being.
That what you were talking about, Effie?
Moving on to number 7, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Now with the multiplayer teams, I know I like giving Konami kind of a hard time for borderline abandoning gaming for a few years, but they're kind of killing it. So we got a new gameplay trailer of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and I mean, it looks good. It looks real good. And on top of that, you got the Snake vs. Monkey minigame. The Sony crossover, which is going to be available on PlayStation 5 and PC version of the game. The Xbox version is going to feature a different minigame, Snake vs. Bomberman, which is ostensibly new, but I think what everybody was really particularly interested in was the possibility of a Metal Gear Online mode. Like, I don't know if you remember Metal Gear Online stuff, but it was, I mean, and I'm not talking the unicorn zombies online. Was that even online? I don't even remember. It felt like a crappy online game. But Metal Gear Solid games had an online component, and they teased it here. They didn't really let us know exactly what it's going to be, and man, it was a pretty
My scissors.
great remake. Like the kind of remake you really like a Silent Hill 2 type remake. I don't know. I think it's going to be a serious bang. And it's on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. August 29th. Moving on to number 6, Tides of Tomorrow. Hey, did you like Waterworld way back in the day? Do you even know what that is? The Field of Dreams guy was basically a fish man in a post-apocalyptic ocean world. I don't think the fish man thing is part of this, but like, I also don't think that saying is in no way influenced by Waterworld would be probably wrong. So basically, the developers behind Road 96 are crossing us on a future Earth that's been swallowed by the oceans and microplastic diseases. You're infected with plastemia, and I'm just saying that in real life. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying that's the concept of the game. I don't think the plastemia exists or ever will exist, or at least I know. Anyway, this isn't just a solo story game. You actually follow another real life player, and their past decisions actively warp your story. Like, alright, so say they made a peace deal with Floating Merchant City or something. Great, you might get a one weapon range. Did they burn it down for a can of beans? That's not going to be great for you. And that makes this a fairly interesting side of the game. As of now, they're saying it will come out February 24th, 2026, but I mean, that's a long time from now. And number 5 is Lumines Arise. It's been like 6 years since Lumines, and it might have even been a remaster. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But so in a lot of ways, it's similar to Tetris Effect, and in a lot of ways, it's not. It's a puzzle game. It does the same kind of music and visual affecting stuff that Tetris Effect does. But the way it works, it is a block dropping game, but also we have side-to-side running. I mean, look at it. It's really hard to explain, but it's not very hard to play. Part of that maybe deep, but not hard to play. They're also adding Burst, which is a new strategic layer, as a gauge to charge, which lets you lock a long square in place. Lumines it's a cool game. I'm excited to play a new one. There's a demo slated to release this summer, and then the game is coming out on both PC and PlayStation in the fall. We don't have an exact date, though. There is VR as well. PSVR 2 support.
Aaron. This is Cricket Explore 4, the next generation of our most popular smartphone. It's up to 2 times faster than the previous one. With Cricket Explore 4, you can make one-of-a-kind items for all of our smartphones. It precision sets the most popular utilities. It rationalizes too, and creates perfect designs for customers. Whether you're personalizing something special for you, or making a perfect gift for them, get your craft on with Cricket Explore 4.
which comes to us from Draper Studios, minds behind Identity. If I'm honest, I'm not familiar with it, but this is an interesting free-to-play oceanic RPG where you're an amnesiac sailor, you're accompanied by a mysterious girl, and you go out on this voyage to the enigmatic Sea of Romance. With a very unique art style in this game, with the calling of the Blues Brothers puppet folk, and your actions cause a city called Worldtopia to evolve differently based on the choices you make. There's a lot of different stuff going on in this game. There's ship customization, real-time naval combat, crew recruitment, etc., etc. There's fishing, there's cooking, there's mahjong. I mean, it looks interesting, to say the very least. Very distinct, but we'll see what happens when this releases in 2026. So we're going from something I don't completely understand to number 3, something I completely understand. Neo 3 is coming. Team Ninja officially unveiled Neo 3, set to launch early 2026. But guess what? If you don't know, there is a demo now available on PS5. You can play Neo 3 now. It's not out for another half year. You can play it free. So, interesting thing about this entry to the Neo series, you've got 2 distinct combat styles, Samurai and Ninja. You can switch between them. The Samurai is more of a traditional swordplay with martial arts type thing and a parry system. The Ninja style emphasizes speed and agility. In a lot of ways, it kinda, I know this sounds absurd, kinda sounds like you know, switch between different styles. Yakuza, but of course it is Souls-like action RPG. I also don't think it's, I think there are other ones with styles that, I don't know, this just rings closer to that sort of two-style specific stuff of Yakuza games. This one is open field world. I don't know exactly what makes that different from open world, but it does drop the whole mission-based system. So the demo is available on PS5 through June 18th. If you complete the demo, you will get exclusive equipment in the full game upon its release. So I think if you got a PS5 and you like Neo, I think you're going to buy a third game. That's something you should probably take advantage of. I know, it's more Neo. How can you complain? I'm not going to complain. Moving on to number 2, an absolutely phenomenal development. This has been something I've been following with great interest. The 007 game from IO Interactive. Guess what? It's called First Light. It is a James Bond origin story. It is its own version of James Bond. It exists in its own world, separate from any of the movies, and wow, it looks super interesting. First Light is, of course, going to blend what IO Interactive does best with the N franchise with the James Bond mythos. But I would say that this trailer gives us a little bit of an indication that this is a little more narrative heavy than Hitman. Not that Hitman has no story elements or anything, but this looks like they're deliberately doing something a little more focused on developing a character, which to me says this is probably a franchise of games from them. If they do this one right anyways, why wouldn't it be? They're kind of looking to redefine Bond games here. Bond games have, I mean, sometimes been a shining light in gaming, sometimes really been flat as well. And to be frank, this is the studio I would want to make a Bond game. And this is the Bond game I would want them to make. In every way, this looks like it would have to be a monumental screw-up for this not to be awesome. It's coming next year. We don't have a date, but that's a ways off, obviously. And finally, at number 1, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, an Arc System Works 4v4 Marvel fighting game. From the people who make Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball FighterZ, the Arc System Works. Now that might sound way out there, but if you're looking at the footage, it's a fighting game. It's a Guilty Gear looking fighting game with tag team stuff going on. And to be clear, that's what I would probably prefer from this developer. I don't know if Marvel would lend itself to something like Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I think gets a little bit off into the weirder territory at all the time, but I think orienting this a little bit more towards a traditional fighter is a good idea. It's also pretty as hell, frankly. I'm loving the art style. I love Arc System Works graphics. I mean, they're not necessarily consistent between every single one of their games in terms of style. They're also the kind of weird way, I don't know. They know their audience though, and if you look at this portrait, it is gorgeous. I'm really looking forward to Marvel Take On Fighting Souls. It could honestly be one of the bigger fighters of next year when it's coming out. I do have some bonuses for you. First, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Hey, do you want 20 Mortal Kombat games? I mean, to be fair, a few of these are the same, but it's like arcade, console, handheld versions of various early Mortal Kombat games. You're also going to have online play in every single one of these games, which I think is almost worth it alone if you like playing the older Mortal Kombat games. The next one is Thief VR Legacy of Shadow. Didn't think we'd see a new Thief game come, or a VR one. I mean, this is one of the big immersive sims in the lineage of the genre. Or at least they were. I don't know if this one will be, but I don't know. It does make me think about immersive sims in VR. I feel like it's kind of a natural place for it, but anyway. Next one, Bloodstained the Scarlet Entanglement, a 2.5D side-scrolling RPG. It's actually a prequel that is in the largest map in the series in a new combat system. Next is Baby Steps. Reminds me on Ape and Getting Over It. Bringing us a walking simulator where you control Nate, an unemployed man who discovers the joy of walking. He could inspire there's physics-based controls. Frankly, the game looks fun as hell. Even the game's like humor doesn't necessarily work. The actual just gameplay looks like it's going to be. I'm sure there's going to be workable humor in it. I'm not expecting that. But the gameplay itself looks hilarious to me. And then finally, we got a surprise Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, which actually gives you both the original, like, War of Lions translation of the classic game, and then an enhanced version, which has updated visuals, fully voiced dialogue, quality of life improvements, and even some additions to the game itself. This one is a massive duh for anybody who really likes Final Fantasy Tactics when it originally came out back on the first PlayStation back in 2020. That's going to land September 30th. I'm pretty excited. There's a lot to be excited about on this list. What do you think, though? Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. It's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. So click subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications. And as always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Calvin. You can find me on Twitter @CrackingHero. We'll see you next time right here on Games.
Remember your ABCs. Always be funny. And the goal will have us around the
The history of winning started with the 65 gamers using Steam, using Sprint, the solution, a drink that hydrates better than water.
Hello, gang. Welcome to the Square Model by APM. There is so much news to talk about today. It's a little bit intimidating. So I'll be a little bit more lucid this episode. Won't do too much editing of myself, but read a whole lot to get through. Before we need to do that, I want to say thank you to a few of our channel members, Jose, Joshua Lasky, Tom, and Coach here. Lads, thank you so much for supporting this show and all the other channel members as well. You guys literally keep these videos coming out and keeping Dave alive. You know what else keeps Dave alive? News. There's a whole bunch to talk about. So let's talk about it. The hottest news of the week seems to be Marvel Topic, which was debuted at PlayStation State of Play yesterday. Huge big surprise to a whole bunch of people, and now we've got lips are flapping and guns are wagging. Things look the wrong way around. Nonetheless, it was made by the same company that made Dragon Ball Z Fighter about a year ago, which I have played, and it's kind of incredible. So this is going to be 4-on-4 fighting, which is normally a barrier to entry. I'm an old school Google. I like my one-on-one, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
could be a little bit run over because the thing I just suggested, you know, that means you can have the entire Fantastic Four as a team, swapping them out, fighting together. Yeah, okay, with the Marvel characters, that really opens up such imagination for X-Men teams or Avengers teams, Spider-related ones. It's so much fun to have these limitless possibilities. Right now, we're only seeing 8 characters displayed because the game's a long way out. 2026. But the art style is so bright and bold and colourful. I'm loving that. Some of the people that I've heard from aren't the Japanese look of the characters. I totally get that. Believe you me, if it was up to me, they would all look like they did in the 90s. You know, the best time. I can appreciate I'm all days. I'm old newborn. Of course I want things to be the way they were when I grew up. Kids these days, they got a different aesthetic. And the producers of this game were literally told, we want your version of these Marvel characters. And they've done exactly that. So the Dragon Ball fighter they made, which was very well received, was amazing because of the scale of the characters. You could have regular sized people and literal giants and monsters battling it out. Maybe something similar with this would be pretty incredible. I think you could literally control a Sentinel with Galactus or something. I don't know if they'll go that far, but once again, the possibilities are endless. Also, you've got things like the crazy super dudes we see examples of. Bobby Reyes hopping in the Hell Charger and running over his opponents. So much fun to be had because he's going to come out at some point next year. So I think there's a video one waiting for it. But honestly, I'm actually pretty hyped. Once I got my head around the art style and I appreciate it for what it's going to be, this hopefully celebration of Marvel fighting with fingers crossed a whole bunch of t-shirts to us hardcore fans. I'm kidding, as you can see. So I'll be getting you more news about this game as it develops. I'm looking forward to following this.
All right. That's good enough for tonight. Went over an hour. I'm going to call it a night and be back on Saturday, and we'll work more on this wizard and possibly give him a name. And if this thing keeps connecting the way it's been connecting on the first try, should be a little bit early. Oh.
Watching closely with the G.I. Joe Hasbro Health stream yesterday, they showed us some goodies as well. Kicking off with Cold Sliver in person, fan vintage in person appearance. Finally, we're seeing them in their actual one-shot scale plastic glory. They look really, really fab. Don't have a price for them yet, but it's quite expensive, but it's a super fun looking set. Then, we've also got the use of the Copenhagen's sliced dice. All right, so that's it for me. I'm gonna get off and go get something to eat, and I will see you on Saturday. So, good night. So that's a huge, big package. That's going to cost a chunk of money. $8, but I will have the price.